Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing the Europe Advanced Meta Settings, and if you can't tell, my microphone is not lined up with my face. The first approximately 5 minutes of this game were, I had the mic muted by accident, and fortunately I noticed early enough where in an hour and 15-minute game or so, hour and 20-minute game, I didn't have it muted the entire time, but you can see based off of the board that we have some pretty doggy doo-doo cap options. We're almost exclusively in Orient and Western Africa. And essentially what I'm describing here in the muted mode is that I'm weighing the options of Rabat versus South Russia. And I opt to go Rabat because I think out of the fifth position, I have a better chance of being able to take that bonus turn one and hold it compared to Orient. So we're putting faith in the black player not rolling us and hoping for the best here. So we see nobody's capitals off of the start of this one. We don't see blue, black, pink, orange, white, nobody. We see a couple rolls from blue on that initial turn, and I honestly thought maybe black is going to play for Spain here. He's got 3 territories of the 6 already there, has some material, and we have a bunch of material to clear out in Western Africa in terms of like total troops, right? So you can see there's 8 total troops there that we're going to have to remove within our bonus. But we have half of the available territories, or at least one shy of half, 4 of the 9. And we're hoping to start for, we'll at least start with 7, and maybe we don't get a hit and we can start with 8. We also have some later counterplay here to keep a position alive across the split bonus in North Africa for maybe an Orient play, or maybe even just holding North Africa early in this one. So we're not going to see orange here. We don't see actions from pink or even black, who we see 4 of their territories just in our realm of the board. But essentially, it's looking like orange is not going to hit me. I'm going to take my 8 troops that I'll start here with, and we're just going to hope and pray and slider for some pretty solid dice. We're going to start off at the 3 we already got down there and loop this from the black territory around to the white territory and hope for good dice. We get perfect dice on that first 1. We're going to hit the blue 2 now, slidering. Perfect dice on the blue 2. It's a very good start for this bonus already. Sliding on pink. We do lose 1 on pink. We're going to attack the pink 2 again. The second one, we don't lose anything there. And then finally capture the last one there. I opt to hit black out of the right-hand side, thinking, because I see that 3 there in Sardinia, and I'm thinking, well, I don't know what black is going to try to do. I don't want them to be able to remove my right side position early. So that is why I removed that territory down there in Israel. So that leaves us with a turn 1 West Africa, hoping we can hold it. I'm not sure what black's going to do. And we see white put material down to take Russia on turn 1 here, implying that they are likely capped there and making us not taking the South Russia cap a pretty good choice. Because white did see me up there and went after me, I do think that white likely would have tried to play for a different position if I capped there, but there's no way of knowing that. So that is the general gist here of the start of our game. Very heavy bottom board position, hoping to upgrade to a better capital if possible, but obviously we only have a little bit of knowledge of caps on the board. We do get our 2 wiped out of Eastern Europe by blue there, but we don't actually know where anybody is. I assume, once I saw that play, I assumed that blue is in the middle of the board, and then we also assume that white is in Russia, and then likely with seeing 3 more troops from black go down here in Sardinia, likely having black with their capital somewhere in Italy. That leaves orange and pink as unknowns to start the game, just based off of the general idea of where players are going to hold on the board, and where we already see action. We haven't seen anything from pink venturing out of the middle or down into Spain, so they're likely France, Central Europe, or or top left. And then the same likely goes for orange, right? We don't know where orange is, but we then see orange is holding a +4. So he's either France or Southeastern Europe. And he's going to bulldoze 9 troops into Turkey. So we're jumping back in now because we are live with actual gameplay audio. Seamus is shouting in the other room. I'm going to take orange out of here. This way we have a backup bonus just in case black does opt to break us. So we're completely cleared in here. Black could decide to break us. Now, I think black should break us. So, weird start to this one. Maybe I'll throw a voiceover in ahead of this, but you know what? That's what I'll do because I'm an idiot. I had my mic muted that entire time for the first however many minutes this video has been going. Not ideal. Not ideal. But we'll chat through it. How much was that, Fergus? What do we think? About 6 minutes? 5 minutes? Brutal. Truly brutal. Blue's getting how much? 18. Oh boy, white only got 5. So blue, it seems like blue did break white. Maybe not the... Oh, black just lost his cap. Black is completely capless. Blue aggressed him right away. And we are joined by the cutest cat in the land. He's lap bound right now. We do have automated bots on our settings. It is the meta settings. Auto setup, 60-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance, plus dice, no rank restrictions, alliances. Portals are both off. Fog and blizzards are on. Got automated AI behavior with an expert AI joining us. Seems like black is quitting, which likely means blue comes down here. It does likely mean we get to hold our double bonus. But it also likely means blue is coming in our direction. Our opponents should hopefully nip that in the bud right away. I don't know how much pink is getting. Only 5 on the last turn. Orange was holding a bonus. It seems like, yeah, blue took black's capital. Very aggressive play. This is why black shouldn't have defended so much here. I don't actually know why he's quitting. He's got enough of a position. But maybe we try to leave the 6 as a guard. We'll get broken on the next turn. But if I take... maybe if I take Spain, I'll have an opportunity to retaliate against blue when necessary. I don't really want to do it ahead of time. I'm okay locking off my cap temporarily, I suppose. Now, I am a little worried orange goes for Orient if he's not worried enough about blue. Orange still getting 9. There's a very right and wrong way that orange can play this, and I think going for the rest of Orient is the wrong way. It seems like maybe he's aggressing blue, though, in the middle of the board. He's addressing him early, which should be good for me. That's a lot of attacking from the orange player, and I can potentially snowball out of this position here in a moment if that is. So maybe, you know what? I'm actually going to hit this. I don't want the bot to come into me in that case. Let's get good dice on this, please. Oh, I thought 10 on 6 was on. It is not. We get pretty bad dice, actually. Let's see. I want blue out of here. I'm not going to try to take the bonus. Yeah, back the bot up. White's getting 12, so white holds Russia. I'm not going to take the bonus. I could have. I just wanted to knock blue out of here. I think that's the safer play. I do think blue will likely still have double capital. He is not quit. Orange is not quit. And white is not aggressing me down in the pocket here. So that's also promising. And blue is down to 7. So blue has double capital but no bonuses. Which is what happens when Icarus flies just a bit too close to the sun. Guys, if you've been enjoying the content lately, I've been enjoying making it. I always do. But if you've been enjoying the content, please, I implore you, subscribe. It's completely free. And you can catch these videos every day that they release. And you can watch the ones that you want. You don't have to watch them all, but I try to keep them entertaining, keep them spicy and fresh for all of you. So I appreciate that. Also, hit the like as well if you don't mind. Does blue break me here? Holding a 10 there is bold. He doesn't break me, but I don't know that I want to let him hold anything. He's shown to be a very aggressive player. So it's a little dangerous. By the way, I want to give a shout out to recent subscribers to the channel, Quixie, Sigby Sterry. Not positive I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sorry. Khan Ayaz, Vanquish in Spring, and Ray Cloth. Thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing. I also have Teammade 3519. I remember saying Teammade's name in a previous video, but I don't know if I uploaded that video, so I'm going to say it here again. Thank you, everybody, on that list for subscribing to the channel. If you want to get a shout out in an upcoming video, all you got to do is make sure you have public subscriptions on, and obviously do the aforementioned subscribing. I like the position I've got here. Blue chooses not to break me. So, does he want retaliation on orange? He might. I'm a little unsure about it. But I don't really want to irritate blue. I'm okay. See, here's the thing. If I get Spain, I can retaliate accordingly into blue. If I don't hold anything on blue's borders, he might not come for me. And if I don't break him, he might trust me as somebody that is not going to be problematic. But at the end of the day, I do want to upgrade my capitals. I do want to upgrade my capitals. I don't think this will end up being the black kill here. But we are going to lock our cap off. And I'm going to venture up the board a little bit. And I'm probably just going to hold. I don't know. Let's keep going. I'll stop here. It's a 10 cap. Black is somewhere else, though. That means I've cleared out the prime locations of black. I don't think these guys let me hold this. At the very least, I don't think pink lets me hold this. Pink is getting 11 now. But yeah, at the bare minimum, I don't think pink lets me hold that. White is getting 12. He's getting 12. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if they're not letting him hold Russia. Knocks my 2 out of there. That seemed a little unnecessary. Blue got broken in here by orange again. Which means blue's going to have to keep fighting orange. So if I somehow don't get broken in here, I'm going to take this original black capital because that is probably a top 2 capital on this board. With the blizzards up on the right-hand side here, I think the caps in this region are going to be the better ones. There's a possibility there's a Vienna cap right next to it, and these 2 cap next to each other. Blue does not come back to this capital. That is intriguing. I don't know where the end of black is. I don't even know that I inherently want black's cards, but we are unfortunately going to take blue's cap on this turn. Black bot sets. I think we're going to take this capital here. Okay, black bot isn't here. This probably breaks me to the left. Yeah. Maybe pink will actually hit black here then. Blue is on 5 cards. Pink getting 14. I don't think pink has a very good capital. Does he hit black? He does hit black. Okay. I think killing black on the next turn once we're all on 5 is going to be a smarter choice. Orange still gets 11, so blue seems like blue's just trying to retake. We are going to pick up an extra bonus here, so we'll be over 20 troops. I don't think I want to take blue's cap yet. I need to leverage blue a bit better here for myself. Yeah, that's what we'll do. What a dice roll, man. It's a shame you're about to get blasted. I've got to cut that out. Oh, why are you picking fights with everybody, you absolute clown? He specifically targeted me with that play. Orange is just an aggressor, it seems like. So this is actually really good for me because this gives me cap knowledge everywhere. And my goal is to hopefully have orange over retaliate here. Because if these guys aren't paying enough attention, interesting that white keeps the 15 here. I think he wants to make sure he doesn't get card blocked. But yeah, orange specifically came down here and targeted my bonus. It even removed the 3. So that's a bit annoying. We don't even see where... Oh, is blue killing black here? This won't trade him in. I don't know where he is. He had the troops in here? Orange must have snuck down below him. He didn't even have this bonus yet, I guess. Yeah, he didn't have the bonus. Now he defends his cap better, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. Hopefully black goes up. Please go up. Yes. Okay. Delightful. So this is the end of black here, I believe. Bot's going to try to take the bonus, which is fine. I think pink probably kills black here, as he should. He won't set in off of it, and it just keeps him a card ahead of everybody except for blue, which is, in my opinion, a profitable play. Like, he'll be a full card ahead of it. Or you could even argue that he's a card behind everybody. Pink trades. We knew that would happen. Oh, he's just going to take cards down here. That's not a bad idea either. Yeah. That's not a bad idea either. I mean business, Orange. I don't think you should have done that, buddy. I think you're picking a fight with the wrong person. Because he took me out of here. He didn't need to do that. Question is, does he try to go through blue to come break me? Because he's losing a ton of troops here. No, but they do feed me the black kill here. I'm going to have to split, but otherwise, yes. I get fed the black kill, which I think is worthwhile. I don't even need to split. Get a joker off of the bot. That's pretty helpful. That's 75%. And I'm back on a trade. There's a chance he's holding this, but I think white had hit into here. But there's a very, very realistic chance that he's holding this. But I was right about blue and black being capped next to each other. I have a ton of board. Interesting that white puts all this down here. I won't break you. I'm not going to break you, brother. If you want to take this, yeah. If you want to take this, go for it. I'm not going to hit you. I've got one enemy, and you guys know how I play, you guys watching. This is very typical to me. I focus, if somebody betrays me, or not even betrays me, but full on aggresses me, I will set my sights on them. Yeah, he's gonna card. I'll set my sights on them for pretty much the entirety of the game. And Orange has decided to be that player, so he's kind of gonna get that treatment. Yeah, just in case this wasn't breaking, it's not English. Just in case this wasn't broken, I love blue working with me. So blue took black's cap, betrayed the neighborhood with black, but I think blue's good enough to recognize that he can alter his approach on the board. Now, is pink gonna come hit me? Pink is gonna come steal this bonus from me. This is a mistake by the pink player. I'm on a trade. I don't like this play by pink at all. I really don't like this play by pink. And I think I can afford to back off orange. Opens up my cap while I'm on a trade. I think that's a big time mistake. I think orange will just take his bonus back. We can leave orange alone and stop entertaining him at all. He breaks blue, though. Oh, and is he going into white here? He might have just broken white as well. We might be able to take pink's cap, though. I told you guys I wanted to get a better capital. And now might be the time to do it. Nobody will see this either. How much I potentially lose. I don't know that this guy's holding much of anything on his capitals. 18. Don't come break me, bro. No, he just broke into here, I think. So he didn't. White just matches me. Yeah, we're good, bro. I have no reason to betray you or blue. You and blue have both been very good to me. You've allowed me to be very aggressive. I very typically, in the game of Risk, am a retaliatory player. I let others make the first move because I'm confident in my ability to snuff them out. Obviously, in some situations, that doesn't always work. So far, it has worked with the orange player. I think pink will be more adamant, but obviously I didn't have to trade the Joker, so I can really sink my teeth back into him. I think we're probably just going to see blue re-break orange here. He's trying to signal. I don't know if he's going to fall for your signals. Nope, he wasn't signaling. He just straight up broke. That's an interesting play by blue. So obviously we snuffed out pink quite a bit. And if we get an early, yes, this is what I was hoping for, was an early trade from pink to hopefully get overly aggressive here. Or just retake. If you retake, we're chill. But otherwise, I'm going to start setting a card block on you. And I didn't need to hold France. If he broke me in France, I'd understand it as a misunderstanding. But he actively came into Spain and took the entire bonus from me. Yeah, see, I don't think pink is very good, man. I really don't think this player is good. This is not how you want to be playing this. And then to retake this is just so foolish. I'm not going to let you hold France. You don't get to just yoink a bonus from me. If he had taken France and not broken Spain, I would have been like, okay, maybe I understand. But this kind of aggressive play, I just don't really vibe with. Now, I have to defend my capital. I don't want to use the Joker. So what we are going to do is... I don't want to give pink direct access into here, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm not going to fortify this forward because I don't want to scare off white. I don't want white to hit me out of here. I need these extra troops. I know it's only 3 extra troops, but I need the extra troops. So yeah, by doing this, setting ourselves up like this, pink's not on a trade, but he can't come break me off of his Denmark position, which we know is fairly strong. But now we've set ourselves up with a trade without the Joker, and I feel more comfortable trading here. White even hits pink there, so white doesn't inherently know that I broke France. So that is a big-time sign of trust between white and I for him to hit that spot. I really don't anticipate white betraying me. Now, orange will come up upon a set here. I wonder... seemingly he's forgotten about me. Yeah, you're screwed, dude. I hate to break it to you. You are absolutely screwed. You actively aggressed me. I need you to remember that. I am on an awkward card count right now. Oh, he's going to come down. But yeah, Orange, we got to play defensive here. Orange is going to come down and break me here. He didn't forget about me. Okay, I guess. He's going to sack into me, feed me his 2 cards. That'd be nice. Cool. Well, he didn't forget about me. Let's try this. Let's open up blue to a potential kill on me, which I don't love. Gets us up to 5. I just got to play a little defensive here. There's a point to where aggression needs to be cycled appropriately, and that time. Now, I would love to see white just shoot up into pink right now, man. Oh, that would be so good. That would be so good. Oh, that would be delightful. No, he's just gonna take his card in Central Europe. All right, so we've got for now we've got blue and white's trust, and pink and orange are our enemies. Both of whom, mind you, aggressed us first, which is funny to me because a lot of times I'll make enemies if I'm trying to take a player out of the game, because I know I can take them out. Again, I don't typically aggress players that direct. No, I'm hoping blue comes down this way and doesn't just leave orange in here. But it's interesting he chose not to break orange this time. So he's got double 40 caps. Blue is actually granted. Is he going to break me again? Or is he just going to take France back? He's knocking white out up there. He's knocked white out. He's going to knock me out too. If he breaks me, we're going right into him. Yeah, you're done, bro. I don't know what to tell you other than you're done. Also, I've stopped going into orange, and he's still mad at me, which is funny, because now blue is the one actively aggressing him. So here's the issue with pink's play. I want to make it clear, because I know sometimes people, recently somebody, they deleted their comment, but it sat with me, because if you say things like that about me, I'm human. I think about it. Somebody referred to me as C-Moni, which I think is funny, admittedly. I thought it was kind of a funny comment, because I sometimes complain, and that is a fair criticism. I don't want my complaining in this particular game to be considered as even, or what I'm saying to be considered complaining. I think this player should hit me, but he's not hitting me correctly. He legitimately is not hitting me in the way that he should, which is, this player should be breaking all of my bonuses by leaving me with troops. I realize I didn't block that correctly, but I don't really care. His stuff isn't open. He's not going to be able to take my cap with the trade. And I've got the trade follow-up. I kind of want him to set on 4, and then I can potentially card block him. But essentially, this player, by repeatedly aggressing me, but not taking away this bonus, coming around blue and getting into here, he's leaving me with 17 troops a turn. It's more than what he's getting. So he's breaking me, but he's not even accomplishing anything with it. And that's the problem I have. So all he's really doing is irritating me and not actually having success. So we just took out 23 more of his troops, and we did that at the cost of 14 of our own. Blue trades in now. Mind you, so blue traded in just now. He's going to try to kill orange here, I think. And he might not succeed. He dumped all of those troops on this capital. He might not have succeeded there. Pink trades, right? Yeah. There it is. You're not going to win this exchange, dude. Well, I guess if you get double dice success rate, you'll win at least to some degree. But it's funny that he's laughing because he picked a fight with me. You picked the fight. I don't know. I just think it's bizarre. If he doesn't hit this out of here, and he does hit that out of there. All right, I have a strategy here because I think he might come all the way down to my capital. If somehow orange got cap hit but didn't lose it, that's the most intriguing thing to me here. I set on 3 now. I use my joker. Pink didn't take blue. Yeah, no, orange sets in. Now, the downside here is going to be if orange comes into me. He won't trade in off of me. But he very well might come down here, and it was the perfect turn to do it if he does. No, he doesn't. Okay, we just retaliate into pink then for pretty much free. And now I can actually effectively card block this player. Because he's a buffoon. I don't want to show blue how much I'm sending over here. I'm going to put troops here when he comes off. Blue could kill me, but I think I've garnered enough trust with this player where he might not do that. Because if I block pink, I don't want to open up. He's got a stack here on Denmark. I don't want to open that up. What would be even better is he tries to break up top and fails. That would be ideal. I don't want to open up his cap. I don't want to open up this. Cap is obviously weak. Blue could hit me. Blue's dealing with orange. It's interesting that blue is able to hold both of these. I had a maneuver where I could have pulled it on him earlier, but it was at the same... I'm glad I didn't because it was like roughly the same time that orange made his silly little move on me. And blue might even be able to set a card block on orange, force orange into white. This is perfect that he's trying to hit here because this is absolutely foolish. Hit the 3. Now it goes up. Even though I don't have this bonus, then tries to come back down and obviously cannot. We don't see any fortify off either. So he's on 3 cards right now. He could get some lucky enough dice and cause some issues for us, but we should get a considerably higher number of troops. He started with 8, so he can dump down. What was that, 9? I think what was his initial stack? Yeah, he can dump down. He had a 2 up here. Is that right? I understand he can roll off these positions if he really wants to. I'm not really truly trying to card block him here. I'm trying to prevent him from getting in here and breaking. If he's got a set on 3, he's got a set on 3. Whatever, we'll try to recover. But we are drastically limiting his abilities right now. White sets. White, at any point here, white could kill probably anybody. The one downside to my position is I am investing a lot in trying to take pink out of the game, but that's because pink has aggressed me. I think orange has finally settled in on just dealing with blue. We've got white holding both Russia and Orient, which is a very strong position to hold. And I've got a lot of the board too. I've been fortunate that blue hasn't tried to aggress me. His Vienna capital is very strong. He's on 3. He could have a set. He could get close to taking me out. I mean, the benefit is I've still got this over here next to white. So if somebody does win my capital, I'm not completely dead in the water. Blue trades. Does blue betray me here? No, blue just protects his other cap. Blue's a very good player. And I think that taking black's cap early was smart when black didn't adequately defend it. A trade on 3 here would be killer. I need to have one more setup trade. He's got the trade on 3. That is brutal. That is really bad. Loses 11 at least. But a trade on 3 is about as bad as this could be for me. Because it's going to take a while to reconstitute. I mean, this guy picked a fight with me, so maybe he'll leave the 12. No, loses 5 on a 12. Like, come on, man, what is this? Breaks me. Does he break? Does he break and block? Seemingly not. So he'll get a bunch on this next turn. We're praying for a horse, man. Just going to sit on cap. This is a very frustrating player. They've had incredible card luck. Back-to-back trades on 3, I believe. Or maybe it was a trade on 4 before. And then a trade on 3. And we were not fortunate enough to have that trade on 3. So he's going to get a pretty substantial push here in the middle of the board. Which is sometimes just how the cards come down to it, man. It's just sometimes how the cards come down. Blue's getting 11, so is holding Italy successfully on this turn. Has for a couple turns. And pink. The problem is once my sets come in, I'm going right back into you, pink. I need you to know that, pal. Yeah. I needed these guys to block him over here. This is just too much generation. You're not going to... There's no shot you open the capital. You're a fool. He doesn't open the cap. He just takes the extra territories. I don't care if you get 1 or 2 extra troops for a turn. That does not bother me. To some extent, I understand the breaking me when you are limited in your total number of troops. Or when the other player is very large very early. In pink's case, I don't really get it that much. Because you're just, I don't know. I didn't get it early, and then he got lucky cards. I guess that's the problem. And I'm on an awkward card number where he and I aren't remotely close to each other in the same rhythm. So when I trade in, he's already at like, what, 4? If I trade on 5, that is. So I think I just need to take a chill pill for a minute. Because this player, I mean, he's leaving so many troops off cap. He's not, I don't think he's good by any means. I think that a move needed to be made on orange here. I think orange could have been eliminated on that last turn. I think white probably could have done it, but I wish these guys would break pink. They both showed to be pretty decent allies here, but they aren't actually. Oh, is he aggressing somebody else? He just broke. No, he must have hit up here. Orange trades. He's very aggressive again. He's coming to try to kill me. You're not going to succeed here. Now I'm just going to go have to get my cap back. He's going to roll my capital. Hopefully he gets bad dice. I move immediately after you. He gets even dice. He gets perfectly even dice. Because of course he does. And now he has to loop all the way back over here. Which he won't have pathing through his own capital. He has to go through white. I actually think these two might be the same person. He's completely off cap. At least come take his cap in the middle. Thank you. He bought it out at least. Hopefully blue doesn't try to come kill me. I need one of these guys to go for the kill and feed it to me. That's really what I need here. Like, I need him to hit the huge stack up top. Wherever that is, please hit it. Sacks his game into me. What a loser. I was done with you. I don't know why you had to come do that. The moment he brought his whole stack over here, I knew he wasn't going to be able to get back in over here. Oh god, blue's off both of these caps. Blue is completely off both of these capitals. I wonder if pink takes blue's caps. I think blue probably just kills me on this next turn. Well, tries to and then fails again. This has been such a messy game, man. What is he on? 15, which means he held all of this. If pink doesn't play this turn, pink is... These two are the same person if pink doesn't play this turn. Yeah, all right. That is all this tells me. If they're going to bot out on the same turn, they're the same person. Just got to sit here and pray that blue doesn't decide to kill me. Oh, man. I thought this was going to be a good one, too. All right, takes orange out of here. Does he venture? That makes it look like he's going to find blue's cap and take it. Does he jump to 3 caps because blue's got an empty one? No. Blue manages to get these troops back to cap then. With the trades, though, I might actually be cooked here. If orange has a set on 4, I think I just die. Because I think blue is attempting to kill orange here. If orange trades, it's going to dump all of these troops behind me and then roll the cap here. I mean, that's a small stack for what he should have had to have hit up there. I think he was going to try. He thought he would chain this into orange. All right. We're fingers crossed this bot has no trade. Otherwise, I am dead. This might be the luckiest or unluckiest I think I've ever been. But I am likely cooked. Pink's a bot, buddy. You're not gonna get past the bot here. Good for white for keeping to himself. Orange apparently held a grudge for 15 turns after. Oh, maybe not 15. 10 turns after he probably should have. Fingers crossed, no trade. Fingers crossed, no trade. We're back in this game if it's got no trade. We're back in business, boys! Oh my god, this game has been a mess! Oh, jeepers creepers. White's getting 30. I have to mind my own business, man. I cannot aggress these players. This one's been a roller coaster of emotions, guys. I think win or lose, I might put this one up just so you guys can see what happens in some of these games. And I may, I probably flew a little too close to the sun on this one with pink, thinking that orange was done with me. I may have been a little naive to think that the orange player was done with me. That admittedly is on me. Blue is still here. White is very strong. White's very strong, but very card blockable. I believe his cap was St. Petersburg, right? So 1, 2, 3, 3. He just took another cap. Is he trying to kill pink? He might have the kill on pink. If pink doesn't trade, we're going to go look for pink. He might have enough juice to kill pink. But maybe not. He doesn't kill pink. Pink is capless. No trade? Come on. Give me double? I think it's going to trade. I think it's going to trade. It's been it doesn't trade. It doesn't trade. Does it get a card? There's no shot that this bot does not trade twice. That neither bot has a set on 4. It's doing a lot of attacking, so I do think it's still pretty strong, but I think for 5 cards, I think that's totally worth it. It'll put me back on 5 again. Trade our dudes, just in case we don't have a set here. Or that we don't get the kill. Actually... Oh my goodness. Oh my god, dude. There's no shot I got double fed bots, man. There's just no way. Sorry, Blue, I'm not trying to leave this next to you, bro. I'm back in it? What is going on? I got vengeance, admittedly, in bot form, on both of these goobers. And White's going to help me. He's going to help me. I mean, he's hitting a 9. That's not nothing, man. That isn't nothing. He backs away from me on the bottom. Does he want me to trade down here? I don't know that I'm going to have that. Blue trades. Does Blue aggress me here? Or is he just defending his cap? I mean, he knows I couldn't double fortify, right? I kind of want this cap. I am still in a very bad spot. Oh, this is how he's playing it like this. Okay, all right, I can live with that. I don't know how to fortify off that, but all right, fine, sure. You weren't moving that out of my way anyway, so I can live with that. You want more troops. You're not willing to hit White. White's the only thing. You're the only thing between you and White. So I get it. We don't get a horse back despite trading triple horse. It's going to really be my only place to trade as well in the middle of the board. They both know this is here. I've got a 387 cap now, which is actually stronger than Blue's 3 caps combined. That's an interesting play. So I let Blue hold France. I'm a little... kind of wish he didn't take that away from me. He's going to take Scandi as well. But I can live with that. Now we're in the problem is we're in the 3-player endgame, and I'm getting the fewest troops. So I also have a massive capital, but I'm very card blind. I still have not upgraded. This one has just been an absolute mess. And there's a very good chance if it stays very stalematy here towards the end for a while, I might, again, I've been doing it in some of the longer videos recently. I might speed through, but this one has been a roller coaster of play back and forth here. So Blue's actually going to get more. He's going to be, yeah, he's getting quite a, I'm going to need these guys to hit each other, but I think because I'm at the deficit, it's not going to happen. Don't really know how I turn them on each other. I mean, as long as the 64 stays up here, I'll be okay. I'm actually going to fortify this. White can take his card over here. White's also stacking troops on Blue. So If I'm blue, I got to be a little bit concerned that he's going to try to take this cap from me, especially because we know white's other caps should be pretty strong if he's willing to hold 100-something troops off cap here. I've been a very good ally to white all game. I mean, I've been a good ally to both of these guys, right? The two people that aggressed me are out. We somehow survived. Oh, even if I don't win, I'm satisfied with a third place in this game. This one has been a roller coaster of emotions. White takes a very long time to get his card. I'm on 5 cards. Steps into here off cap. I need to keep a pretty substantial chunk up here. White's got, or blue's got 3 caps, white's got 2. I've only got my 1 bad one. How do I get out of this? I think we're going to stalemate here, man. I don't know how we're going to get out of this. Trying to signal to white, like, hey, take the cap. I'll try to back you up. This is not the turn to do it, but just a thought. He sets in early. Is he going to try it? No shot that that signaling worked. No shot that that worked. Oh, he got great dice, too. He got really good dice, man. All right. This is good, though, because we can actually set a block on blue from this position. Wow. And blue's on a trade. Blue is on a trade. There's no shot that I actually leveraged this appropriately. I signaled to white. I mean, you should never get a roll like that on cap. He lost 1 more troop than blue did. Blue's got 3. So blue at 170 here. I think he had a similar amount up here. His caps were all pretty balanced, despite this one being worse. Trades in. How does he react with this? Does he come and hit me? Because I don't think that's the right play. I signaled it. Yeah. This is good. This is good. I won't know if a cap flip happens. I'm not on a set. And I'm not in a position to... I imagine that fortify is going to come here. Oh, that's not a lot. Did he roll a cap with that? Or at least a big stack? I'm just going to put a 4 here. This here. So white sees I only hit blue there. And I attacked twice. Hopefully he'll know I attacked twice. But he got decimated by that roll. I think he lost one of his giant off-cap stacks, which is really good for me. I think both of these players are pretty good. White's holding a few too many troops off cap to defend bonuses, in my opinion, and blue is holding too many troops on that bad capital. Because he only brought 33 troops back here on that turn. White gets 11. And he played that pretty reserved. I'm not going to be able to get my 147 back up to cap. I almost need to try to force blue to be put into a position where I actually legitimately think I need to put these two in a position where they're fighting for second. I've got 500 troops on cap. I'm not worried about it. I'm a little worried blue still has 3 caps. I can't really tell by the numbers here. I'm going to go do a little recon here just in case if I can. But I'm dropping 30s in here. He's not getting any cards in this area. Just tell him well played. What do we got? Do we have anything guarding here? Nope. Okay, he's already open to this. On 3 cards. He's on 4. I have a trade on 3. I'm boxing him off, White. I'm working with you, dude. You got a 303 here, which is dangerous. He's getting 14. So he's got this bonus. I actually think he might have this cap up here. He's going to trade in and break me here. This is a bad play, I think. Oh, no, he's going to take me out up here. All right. Getting a lot of troops. That burned through so many of his troops, man. I gotta go check if he's up here. Wow, White is so strong. Step out of the way there. It might be blue and I playing for second place. But that's okay. White has basically earned himself the victory in this game. Let's go 20s here. Just trying to get that out of White's way. I'm wondering if he takes this cap. That'd be quite the troop investment, huh? All right, that loss still not enough. But it's a decent hit for me. So I'm worth 715. He just traded. He's got 2. He's actually worth about the same amount as me now that I'm looking at it, because he's got 230, 300. That's 530 plus. I mean, blue can come take one of these if he wants. 530 plus. I'm not open anymore, which kind of stinks. Oh, although I have a trade. Yeah. I need this cap. Set on 3, probably not. 530 plus, what's this, 120? And he's not on a trade, and he doesn't actually have any bonuses right now. So what we're going to do is just card block him, I guess. until I know I can eliminate him. Which is very, very soon. That actually might work in my favor now. This crap in here might work in my favor. Because if he does get a card down here, then I kill him for 4 instead of 5. He had 45 troops in here, just willy-nilly. I need one of these caps, though. I essentially have to chain that into... He's going to get this, isn't he? I don't want him to win this. He should be able to get a card here. Just don't have a set on 3. Alright, so he's effectively lost the game here. Because he keeps going back into me. Instead of playing off of this and getting his cap back, he is entirely playing for second, which is going to make playing for first so much more difficult. But I don't actually even need to... How do I... Okay. That's what this tells me. I think I'm allowed to do this. I don't know if White should have let me do that. He seemed to agree to it. I don't know if he should have. But I need to put myself in a position to end up winning this game. And that's the best way to do it. I'm actually at a troop advantage right now, too. If he wants this, he can have it. I don't really care. Oh. Fair enough. Don't play this wrong, though, White. I took the cap. I tried to show you that I was going to take this just to chill. I'm not going to retaliate. Is he going to back off this? Oh. He's going to give that to me? Oh, that's such a bad play. I don't know that I want to take it, though. I can take it. I got this here. Is Blue going to fortify troops off? I don't know why White's letting me put myself into a position to even have a chance in this game. All right. There's a mechanism to do this correctly. It is sack the troops. Step down. Drop 20, 25, 28. Step here. Step here. Fortify here. That. This is the worst cap to have here. If he wants his caps back, it's fine. If he wants to take over the card block, that's fine. If he's hitting the 28, I don't care. Well played. That's fine. If you want half the card block... Okay, he opened him up. Oh, he might actually get the cap here. I didn't even consider that. He might have just gotten the capital. But it's for 1 card. I think he got the cap, right? And now he's kill guarding Blue. He did not get the cap. He did open up Blue. But now we both have a path in. I mean, if he wants to come take this, he can. I don't care. I kill him. I win the game. Okay, cool. Yeah, he fortified. Not all that surprising. How much was that at the end there? 133? I'll just let him get another card. White doesn't have a trade right now. 165's open back up. The 367's open back up. But again, these middle caps are the most important capitals to have here. And he might even go open blue up again, but I don't care. I'm on 5 cards, and the trades are so high that I'm going to eliminate blue on this next turn. Now, he could block me from doing it, which would be a little bit unfortunate. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah. That's totally chill. He just okay. He's blocking me from doing it. That's all right. That is totally okay. Except he let him get a card somewhere. Oh, because he didn't completely remove him up here. I'm not gonna overhit here. We're gonna defend that cap. I can't believe I've weaseled my way back into this. White didn't have to do that for me. He didn't have to allow me to have these, but he did, and I'm fine with it. Here? Sure. That works. That did just give this cap pathing around to double tap me, but I wanted the extra troops on cap so he can take down in here if he needs to. Because again, white could turn on me, but as it stands right now, I'm at 826. He's at, that's nearly 600. No, 700. No, that's nearly 600. And then another 168. We're on both on 3 cards together, so he's about 60 troops fewer than me right now. And he's not taking bonuses back. I do still think the bonuses matter. Look at how much I got on this last turn. I got 36 troops. He got 12. I mean, that's still substantial, even with the trades almost up to 200. Yeah, he's going to trade in and take this for himself, isn't he? I think White might have stuck some troops up here to try to block him from getting the extra little bit there. So I have pathing. Well, I kind of have pathing to this, but I don't really have pathing to both. Yeah, he blocked him there. 35, 37. Just defending my caps again. This has been an insane game. I don't know how this has managed to work. I don't know how we got back into it. We literally had 4 troops at one point. Or 6 troops at one point. You gonna go for the kill? This doesn't trade him in. And I can card block this position very, very easily. I should have left the troop back here if I had known he was gonna go for this right now. I think he probably got it. Right? Is he kill guarding? He's letting him have an extra card. That's brilliant. Absolutely, yeah, it's like his last-ditch effort, right? Oh, he's just trying to make himself harder to kill? I think he might have trapped him behind the cap, though, in which case this is going to be fruitful for... Or not fruitful. This isn't going to be good for me, but that's 4 extra cards. And I'd be rolling a cap of whites. I need to come off this cap with a decent amount to take blue out of here. He's just trying to make his presence felt, I guess. Hide himself somewhere as best he can. Problem is, I'm the one going for the kill here, right? So, we're going to check how much is up here. 223. I can get through that. Just making sure. Not leaving any spot unchecked. I knew it. I knew he was going to do this. I knew he was going to do that, and I'm so glad I had that trade on 4. Because I was prepped for that. I was entirely prepared for that play. And now I can get my troops back on capital. He could reverse me here, but I'm trying to limit his number of positions. I'm not going to take any extra troops next to capitals, because I want to force him off the capitals. I want to force him to take the troops off the cap. So any spot that is already next to a cap, we've got covered. And he won't have a set here. That was the perfect end result to this. Absolutely blast that, which is good. That's already extra troop loss. White's moving much slower than I thought he was going to. But shout out to White for working this out with me. GG's to you, White, man. Stand-up player. Throw you the fist bump at the end there, dude. He guarded the kill, which was brilliant. It was very smart to do that. And that's exactly why I traded in. It's exactly why I played it like that. Shout out to you, White. And oh my god, this is one of the best Meta Monday videos I've had in a while, or just meta settings videos in a while, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I'm gonna have to cut a little bit of some stuff out of here, but I actually don't think we're gonna skip anything. Just to maybe mute some of my frustrations, but it's what happens in the game, man. You get into a dire situation. And the emotions rise. We had Master in blue. I think White was better than a beginner. White played pretty well. Intermediate on, yeah, shout out to Jazzy Boy. I'm not going to accept your friend request. I'd rather play against you again, man. But GG's to you. You can't play against friends in ranked, unfortunately. Orange and pink, intermediate and expert. I mean, they must have been the types that pick the fight, and then when they get retaliated against, they think that person's the problem, even 10 turns later. But shout out to Blue and White for a stand-up game at the end there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace!